How you guys doing? Are you excited? I'm excited because I have this beautiful slice of agate. It's like, yeah, so beautiful. And it's so beautiful. I have to like show you with different shades of marker how beautiful it is. But I'm gonna try this new thing that I've literally never tried. You will be the first to see if it works or not. I'm going to combine some different patterns that I did on different pieces. So this is what basically it's going to look like. Let me find a good color marker for this. We're going to take some silver wire, and it's going to be purple here, but just pretend this is silver. And we're going to make a bail. We're going to take the middle of the wire and wrap it several times like this to make our bail, okay? Might be a little bigger than that. Now this stone has a hole, but we're going to pretend it does not have a hole. We're going to wrap it as if it does not have a hole. We're not going to use the hole at all. So you can use this method to wrap flat stones with no hole. Probably can use it to wrap round stones too, but we'll try that later. Anyway, so you're going to make your bail with the middle of your wire, right? And then you're going to take your two ends and you're going to come out like this, and you're going to give them two twists and then come out like this. There's a really fun bracelet I did like this. Give them two twists and then come out like this, and just keep doing that until you make a chain that comes all the way around. And that, what you're going to do is apply it to the stone. So this is just going to rest on top of there, and then you're going to wrap. It's going to get wrapped around the stone like this. You're going to bend it over the face of the stone and bend the other side over the back. Now, again, I have not ever done this yet. I don't even know if there's going to be this many loops. There might be only like 5 or 6, but let's just see what's going to happen here. And what it's going to literally look like is, each of these is going to be wrapped over the front and the back, right? So, and then when we come back up here, we can do whatever we want. We can just scarf the top and end it, or we can come down in some pretty designs and, maybe do a little bit of a, whoa, what is this? Oh yes, I'm liking this. Oh yes, right? And then, then we can come back, shoot straight up the top, and then scarf it and be done. Tuck the sharp edges right into that bowl the scarf makes. So let's see if this works. Now, you thought I was joking, but look at this. Look at this beautiful slice of agate. Let's begin. One thing I almost forgot. Before we do the swirlies, after we lay these scalloped pieces across here like this, and we're going to scarf it once, we're going to come around with the same wire and thread it through here like that to pull them tighter against the stone. And that is the key. And then we're going to take the other wire and do the same thing on the back. So let's try it out. Okay, so I took about 3 feet of 22 gauge. So let's see how this works. I've come to the middle of the wire and I am forming my loop to make my bail. Basically, let's move the stone for a minute. It's a pretty large stone, so I'm going to make a fairly substantial bail, and I'm just wrapping it around my finger like this, just trying to keep it in a tight oval. And then when I get, you can do 3, 4, 5. 3 is good for me. I think that's fine. And then I'm going to twist it twice like this. Okay? And that is our bail. Now, I'm just going to do what I said. Make these little ovals like this. And I'm going to make them fairly big. Not too big, though. Got to eyeball it. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I don't even know if this is going to work. But I think that's a good size. So, and you got to twist it twice or it can come undone. And, ooh, this 22 gauge is like flimsy. And so yeah, we're gonna just make a whole bunch of these. They don't have to be perfect. Remember, whatever size you want to go for, it shrinks a tiny bit when you do the double twist. So go slightly bigger. Twist, twist, right? And let's just keep going. Okay, so it's about how many I expected to get around the stone. So if I put this right here, and see, there's my bail, right? And then I start wrapping these around, then I have just enough to come around to the other side. So let's do that, see if that works. I'm not even sure how to do this. I think I'll just wrap it around there. Yeah. All right, let's press these down. So let's turn and look at it this way and press. Oop, jumped right off. That's okay. We'll hold pressure and we're gonna press. And we're going to press. And we're going to press. I have a feeling I have to make this very tight. So I'm pressing very tightly, as tight as I can. Taking my fingernail and trying to like move these loops more over the surface. Oop, popped out again. It's okay, we're holding it firm and we are pressing both sides. And coming around. Okay, I kind of overshot it. So this last loop here, see this one, I'm just gonna put right over the top of my, oh, you know what, I don't have to do that. I am just going to unwind it and I'll do my first scarf. So holding it tight from every angle, I'm going to wrap it around once around the bail. And here comes the fun part. Let's see if we can thread these through. Now I'm not sure I should have undone that one. It has this little kinky part here. So let's just take the pliers and flatten that out first before we go any further. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm learning with you. So I'm taking my first one and I'm bringing it through here. Whoa, didn't even go through. Okay, there we go. Bring it through here and I'm trying to bring it through into the same, there we go. Okay. And okay, what do I do now? Do I wrap it around twice or just go to the next one? I'm just gonna go to the next one. So I'm gonna come around. Ooh, that one's in there really tight. Get up there. Get your fingernail under there to loosen it a little bit, and I'm gonna go through the next one. Okay. Now here's the part where I'm really gonna pull tight because I don't want to mess around. I'm not gonna like go crazy where it breaks, but I'm not gonna let it be flimsy. And let's thread the rest of these as we come around and see what happens. I'm finding every time, if I don't go around it twice, which I haven't yet, I'm finding that every time I go to the next one, the others start loosening up and I gotta pull it tight all over again. So that's fine, let's keep going. As it comes around, I'm turning it like this so it doesn't really get a kink. Oops, that didn't quite work. Trial and error. It's looking kind of interesting so far. Sometimes I'll pull with my fingers, sometimes I'll grab it with the pliers and pull to get a better grip. It's just however you feel as you just got to get comfortable with wire, and that just comes with making a ton of pieces. Okay, and I am up at the top and I'm going to come around again to anchor it around the bail once. Now let's do our back. Back is going to be the same exact thing, except these guys got pulled away a little bit. So let's grab our fingernails and just get in there and pull each loop tight against the stone, overlapping as much as possible to grab that stone. This is super fun. You guys are witnessing me just, I'm sure some other people have done this, or maybe I've seen something similar that triggered a memory that I don't realize, but to the specifics, I don't know if I ever saw anyone do this, or I'm just doing it because it just seemed cool from based on other things I did. But anyway, history in the making, maybe. But thread it through there, thread it through the next one. Get in there. See, now I got them tight. I got to loosen them again just to get this guy in. Oof. Getting better at that part. Okay, we came around and we are back up at the top, this time on the back of the stone. And we'll do the same thing, scarf it once. And now here's the front. Pretty design, right? Kind of weird and cool. Do we have enough wire left? We don't even have enough left to do a pretty design coming down and then shoot back up the top. So we're just going to scarf it and end it. And then I'm just going to see if that's just it the way it is. So pretend, now I say this in every video in case you haven't seen, this is a face and this is the scarf. We wrap the scarf around, keep him warm. We let the layers stack up gently. And we go around and around and around until we feel it's high enough that it has like a pretty effect. Make sure the wires, try not to let the wires cross. That'll keep it smoother, the finish, if they just keep stacking and you just keep them. Sometimes you have to adjust them. They try to roll on top of each other. And then when you feel like you've come to the part where you're high enough up, then you cut halfway across the loop like that, maybe even a tiny bit more, because you just need two ends like this. And what you're going to do is grab them and turn them into this bowl that's created by the scarf, and then you're going to grab the pliers diagonally and just pinch them right in, just shove them in. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 movements. And once they're tucked in, they're safe, never to scratch anyone. Then we'll come back to this bail. This bail got a little bit wonky. I'm just gonna go like that. See, it tightens them all up, brings them together. And now we're gonna separate them so we can put a chain or a cord through here. Turn them the way we like. I don't even know which is front or back. This could go either way at this point. But I'm feeling around, it feels very secure. So I think this is a success. Has like an interesting kind of a star pattern almost, kind of a web, like a spider web. Now you can take your fingernail and you can scallop these more, make them look more loopy and less straight. And I think that is kind of a cool pattern. You can do the same on the back. I think it kind of tightens it. Another thing you can do, I'm going to do one on each side so you can see. Can you guys even remember what the front or back is at this point? I think this is the front. So I'm just going to say this is the front. Okay, so the front will leave like this because I really like that, right? The back will try something different, because you can do either one. And we're going to perpendicular, straight down, tight, twist. And we're going to crimp these. Give them little crimps, zigzaggy crimps, and see what that does. Let's just give them each, and that, that tightens the wire also, so that's good as well as it might look cool. That's one set. I like it. It's kind of funky. You can go back and do another one in each. Now, if you do 2 in one, sometimes the other one straightens back out, and you got to retouch it. But yeah, let's do some more of those. And one other thing I'll say is make sure you keep turning in the same direction. Don't turn, at least on one piece, don't turn the crimp one way and then come down and turn it the other way, because it won't make the zigzag. It'll start to make a weird box look and it won't have the same effect of being strong. So anyway, there's like a whole bunch of little crimps in there. It's really cool, like a crackly, zigzaggy look. And then here's our scalloped look on the front. So this person could wear this either way. I think this was a success. Now again, if I had given myself more wire, I could have come down over the front and done swirly patterns on top of the rest. But you guys can play around with that and do some awesome stuff. Thank you guys. Have an awesome night.